Hey y'all, it's Victoria Armani. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just an updated makeup routine. Okay, I haven't done one of these in literally years, maybe like 2018 when I first started YouTube. It was like my first video that I put up, and I haven't done one since. So this is an updated one. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. This is more so like my when I'm going out, baby, like every day. Like this is it's good for every day if you want to wear makeup every day. I personally don't, but this is when I go out, this is what I'm wearing. Okay, so this is literally what I wear when I go out. So I kind of went in depth and I kind of showed you guys some tips and tricks and everything, how to get a seamless, really pretty face when it comes to your makeup. And just, you know, if you want to see how I got this look, of course, just keep watching. And if you want to see a tutorial on this hair or an eyebrow tutorial, definitely leave me a comment down below. Okay, and yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy. Peace out. The products and everything will be listed down below, of course, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm loving my hair. Okay, all right. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, something is in my eye. Oh, okay, you know what? I hate myself. Okay, so I went ahead and brought y'all a little bit closer so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and start off. I usually start off with a clean face. Literally right before I do my makeup, I like to use like a kind of like an exfoliating face wash, and I'll put the one that I use today right here. And it really just kind of helps with getting rid of the like any dead skin on your face, and really just kind of makes your skin super smooth in order for the makeup application to look even nicer. So that's a tip. Before starting your makeup, make sure that you of course moisturize, but use some type of exfoliator, whether it's a liquid chemical exfoliator or an actual physical scrub exfoliator. So yeah, that's the first tip that I like to do, just to make sure that my makeup looks really nice and seamless. So immediately after that, I like to go in with primer. Now the primers that I do use, I have like a lot of primers that I kind of go in between, but today I'm going to be using the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, and I have not used this primer in a long time. Well, I've been having this primer for a long time, but I use this primer when I want to feel, you know, kind of bougie when I'm going out, because it just makes my skin look super smooth, and of course, like the name says, it just really blurs your skin. So I use that one, and I pair it with the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer, and I haven't tried the liquid one, but I said they have a liquid one, but I just use the regular solid form. And don't mind my nails, I know they look a mess. I'm gonna do that next week. Don't worry about me, okay? Worry about yourself. So I use the Tatcha primer just like on my T-zone, like my nose and forehead and stuff, just to make sure that that kind of really just stays, because it kind of mattifies just a smidge, just a little bit, but it really just kind of helps with smoothing. So that's what I'm going to use just on my nose. And now that we look like a lifeguard, I'm going to go ahead and use the YSL primer, and I'm going to use that just on the cheeks, jawline, just kind of give my skin an extra smoothing effect. I be so sick, you niggas got contradicting me. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, so when you around me. Treat me like all the right, wear me out, arguments, air me out. And now that I've primed, I'm actually going to set my primer. Now, I have really oily skin, even in the winter. Like, even though it's dry outside, I still have really oily skin. So I do tend to use I use mattifying primers and, you know, just other little tips and tricks to help mattify my skin and keep it looking nice and shine free throughout the day. So I'm actually going to set my primer like I said, and I'm going to be using the powder, the One Size powder from Patrick Starr's makeup line. And this is actually a sample that I got in my Sephora package, and this is the ultimate setting powder in dark deep. So I'm going to just basically set around my areas that I get oily, okay, which is just like the nose area, kind of where I put the Silk Canvas primer.
like this. What I would do to make you feel just like this. And if you wondered if I hate you, city of you to make me feel just like this. What I would do to make you feel just like you speak too silent.
So after the primer is set, I'm going to go ahead and go in with foundation. And yes, I have become a foundation first girl. Okay, I used to always be eyebrows, eyes, then foundation, but the foundation first has just been given, it's been hitting lately, so I've been doing this for like the past year. So that's what we're doing. I'm actually going to mix two foundations. I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani silk, luminous silk foundation. I love that finish. These both have like a more of like a moderate coverage, but they both have a really nice finish. The Clinique Even Better and the Giorgio luminous silk. So I love these two pairs together. And the Clinique is a little bit more neutral undertone as opposed to the Giorgio Armani. So I kind of mix the two to get the perfect shade and undertone. And I feel like the perfect to get the perfect foundation finish, and at the end of your whole makeup application, is using just a little bit of foundation. Like, you don't have to use a lot because literally you're gonna go in with your cream bronzer or your bronzer or contour and then concealer, all that other stuff. So once you pile it on, it makes it look not as seamless, and it looks better when you apply less than more. And I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend everything out. I'm more of a beauty blender girl now. I used to be like a brush, you know, pat it in or whatever, but I feel like the beauty blender, even though it soaks up some of the product, well, majority of the product, it still makes it look so much better to me than a brush. I don't really need the extreme full coverage, so I love using my sponge. And if you wonder if I even go back in with my beauty blender and kind of use like a paper towel and kind of dab off some of the product, because I don't, you know, I want it to look even. So I just would rather less than more. So that's what I do. And then my foundation is nice and complete. I like to go in with a black opal. This is just a foundation stick, but I use it as cream contour, and this is in the shade Ebony Brown, and it be having me snatched, okay? And then going on with my concealer, I'm going to be using the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced, and this is in the shade Toffee. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight everywhere I want to look bright, okay?
I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, so when you around me, treat me like all the right to wear me out.
And literally, I'm gonna let my concealer and contour and everything kind of set for a bit, and then I'll move on to my eyebrows. Now, I used to be an Untitled Beverly Hills girl when it came to the brow wigs, the brow definer, the brow pencil, all that good stuff. But now I have been using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, and this is 5. Okay, I use the shade 4.5. It's a nice neutral color, so I'm gonna just fill in my eyebrows. If you'd like a more in-depth eyebrow tutorial, definitely leave me a comment down below, and I definitely would do it. But the eyebrows are relatively simple, and I feel like everybody knows how to do their eyebrows now. I think, maybe, hopefully, I would hope so. But I'm about to just speed through this really quickly so you guys can listen to some music and vibe out like me, okay?
Just like this, what I would do to make you feel just like this. And if you wondered if I hate you, city of you to make me feel just like this. What I would do to make
so I'm about to go back to the brows after I finish the face, but I'm gonna be using, oh, little itch, okay. I'm gonna go back with the face. I'm gonna use just like a rounded brush and blend out my contour. And then I'm gonna go in with go do the concealer as well right after. But patting motions definitely are the trick to making sure that your makeup doesn't move underneath, like your foundation doesn't move underneath when you're blending out your concealer and contour. So just patting motions with your sponge and or brush. Looking really yellow on camera, so like it doesn't look as yellow in person. It looks more like golden, but it looks yellow on the camera. So I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting or Even Better concealer, and this is in the shade Mahogany or Clove. This is a lot more neutral undertone, and I don't like I don't know, I didn't like how that was looking.
I be so sick of you niggas that contradict me. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, so when you around me.
I'm sorry my camera cut off, but I just went ahead and finished blending out my concealer under my eyes, and I'm really liking this color a lot better. So yeah, I just went ahead and blended out the rest of the concealer, nose, forehead. So now I'm gonna go back in with my brush and then just blend the bronzer or the cream contour into the concealer. I'm gonna go back in with my sponge where I used to blend out my concealer or my foundation, and then just go over everything just so that there's no harsh lines, of course. And then for setting everything, I'm going to use a translucent setting powder, my favorite. I swear by this, I've been using this for years. The Derma Blend setting powder. This is the original translucent. I'm going to set everywhere and then under my contour and all that good stuff, okay? I go under the eye again just to make sure that there's no creasing, and then I go ahead and set it in place. And I don't really bake, I just kind of pat the powder in just so that it gives me like a nice smooth look under my eyes. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the powder, the Derma powder in the cap, literally this much, barely anything. I'm gonna take a brush and swirl it in here and then kind of go over my contour just to set it in place. I'm gonna go over with my bronzer and everything, but I just want it to be set so that it doesn't move when I go to apply the bronzer, if that makes sense. Ooh, something is in my eye. Ooh, okay, you know what? And now time to bronze the skin. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy Bronzer. I've been using this for a while now. Y'all already know. If you've seen any of my makeup videos, I always use this bronzer. It's just like the perfect shade for my skin tone, and I love it. I'm going to use the same brush though that I was setting my contour with. And if you wonder if and I'm basically just like doing swirling motions and then kind of patting it in, swirling back and patting it in. And I'm gonna go all around the perimeter of the forehead up here just to add more color, and then down the jaw. Now with the same bronzer, I'm actually going to use this as an eyeshadow. I rarely wear eyeshadow anymore. It's like kind of like, why? What's the point? I just kind of love just how the bronzer looks in my eyes, and I bring it down. I'm going to show you guys. But I just kind of go on my eyelids and then bring it down the bridge of my nose like this. Just to kind of get a little bit of definition, kind of almost contouring my nose. Just a little bit, a little smidge. And then, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go ahead and bring it on down to the lids so that we don't look too naked up there. But literally that's it. That's all I do, and it works for me, at least I think. In my opinion, it works. So just do it to the next eye and bring down a bridge, and we almost done. Okay. I hate myself. And now we move on to blush. Now if you black, baby, if you got some melanin, if you my skin tone a little bit lighter or a little bit darker, and you don't have Raisin in your blush collection, in your everyday makeup routine by MAC, Raisin, R-A-I-Z-I-N, what you doing? Like, we could just pile on some blush. That's it, okay? Pile it, because why not? I love blush. I do. Blush Baby. That's another blush, I believe, called Blush Baby at MAC, but it's too light for me. So we're gonna use Raisin, okay? It's like a perfect terracotta red, brick brown shade. Yeah, that was nice. Sorry for doing that. But let me, there it is. That's the natural, girl, this blush. I love this blush. You know what I'm saying? That blush fire. Ugh. A blush brush that's clean, so we're gonna use this other blush brush. And I haven't been using highlighter lately either. I like more of a matte look. But if I do happen to use any highlighter, I use the NARS St. Bart's highlighter. But like I said, I have not even been reaching for highlighter. I'm just not, it's just not the vibe. So now moving on to lips, I'm going to be using an eyeliner actually, because my lip liner, my MAC Chestnut, I don't know where it is, and I haven't had time to go get another one. So I'm gonna be using an eyeliner. I hope this looks right, because I just lost my lip liner. So pray for me that this looks okay. I'm gonna be using the Clinique Intense Chocolate Quickliner. Oh, okay, let's see. Maybe if I like do it really gently. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. Okay.
I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting me. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, so when you around me. Treat me like corduroy, wear me out. Arguments, air me out. Tripping about your whereabouts. I can't keep no conflict with you, but can we just rub it out? I don't want no sadness with you.
Now that I've already outlined my lips, I'm basically gonna just kind of like press them together so that it kind of spreads out a bit. Make it look a little bit more natural. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Lustrous, the gloss, and super natural. And we're literally all done. I don't even use any setting spray or anything. This is basically it. I feel like setting sprays make my face look way more oily than it already is. So we kind of stray away from those. But this is it. Like, it's super easy, I feel like, and super just natural. And I'm about to do my hair and everything and put on my outfit, baby, and I'll be ready to go. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna see everything put together. Let me take out my hair on camera. I want to see how this gonna look. I want y'all to get my first reaction to my, let me back it up a little bit. Now I'm
no permission. Missionary getting boring. Switch positions. Hard to say you soon, you never listen. No, no.
So the hair is popping, okay? With the makeup, that's what we're here for, okay? Makeup is fire as well. I like the natural look, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in love.